Alright, looks like we had a little bit of an issue here. Hello, hello. Looks like we had a little issue with internet here, so we're gonna give it a second, see if he joins back. Internet, don't look at me, man. It's the internet. Come on, internet. I'm hoping. Oh, all right. Let's see if it works. Oh no, that's not good. It's internet. No. I'm gonna try again.
Oh,
Hey.
am I back? No, it wasn't the internet. I was sitting there looking, and my battery got too hot. I was in the sun too long, I guess.
Oh, really? That's a thing?
Oh yeah,
I had no idea.
you put all this money into these, handheld electronics, and then they just stop. Now I got to
Huh.
hear the tree.
Well, welcome back.
Oh yeah, I was looking, and I was like, my phone didn't die, and it's like battery got too hot. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know it could do that.
Yeah. Well, glad to have you back, I guess.
Or but I'm wondering how long I was talking to myself before I noticed that now I forgot what
Same,
I'm about.
same here, because I was like, I was letting you talk, and then you just stopped. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
But no, what I was saying was you're across the board. You have a very eclectic sound. So that's the one thing I've noticed too, especially about writing about Rome has fallen. That was really hard because I was like, I'm not used to someone covering so many genres or subgenres across the board. So it's like people are going to be looking at me like I'm like really out there, man. But I'm like, that's exactly what this music is.
Yeah,
It's just so out there. It's like you just got to listen to it because I can't
just
really
gotta
explain
listen
it.
to it. I can, I can kind of break down the here. Hold on. For especially for this new album, I tried to somewhat have a theme, like, yeah. So here, I'll show. I'll kind of tell you what I mean.
All right.
So I've got 10 songs, and I try to have all of them blend together for the most part, And I try to alternate between a heavy song, heavy song, light song, and vice versa. If that makes sense.
So you kind of flip flop back and forth from heavy to soft.
Yeah, but I make sure it all kind of blends together, so it isn't too
Now
jarring.
you're talking about like the heaviness of the track overall, not like the subject matter. Because
Oh,
I've noticed with some songs too, the subject matter can sometimes be heavier than the song itself.
no, all the subject matter is pretty fucking heavy. I try to I try to make the message a little less obvious,
Right?
so you can like try to pick apart the lyrics. Like for instance, let the big eat, let the big eat. Ooh, what does that mean? I don't know. Listen to the track, find out. But yeah, no, just the what I mean by that is like just the backing tracks themselves are lighter or heavier, but the subject matter is still pretty fucking heavy.
I've noticed that, and that's the thing too. Even with a lot of like mainstream mainstream artists. There really isn't a heavy subject matter anymore. I mean,
No, not at all.
you're looking on, because me almost exclusively, I'm looking at rock and
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah.
I mean, but the one thing I've noticed with myself is, a song can have heavy subject matter, but if it's not heavy as the track itself, I'm just kind of like, it
Eh.
could like it, I might not.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think the probably like some of the heaviest stuff I have on here is like Bleeding Son, Foul Matter, which is going to be the climax of the album, if you will. The Know Me Stop Me, which is I've released that song actually, and I originally it was gonna go on a different album, but then I put it on this album
Right.
because it fit better.
Uh, that was one thing I want to ask you. What inspired the title of the upcoming project?
So I was sitting around in my room one day playing video games, and this fucking fly just kept landing on me. I was like, this damn like foul thing. I'm like, foul thing? Foul matter? I'm like, oh shit. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, I started looking around my room, and I'm like, I'm surrounded by a bunch of foul matter. Like I kind of live like a pig almost. And I was like, I really got to get my shit together, especially like with my surroundings. And I don't know, the foul matter kind of just stuck.
Oh, I definitely feel you there. I'm all over the place. That's why I said, if I'm not working, I'm fucking with this, and if I'm not doing that, I'm probably doing something I'm not supposed to.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, foul matter kind of just stuck. I almost felt like foul matter,
Right.
especially when that fly landed on me. So
But I'm thinking, like I said, it's just really hard for me to, move around on one of these because I've never did them, and like it's just I don't know. It's just weird for me because you could be, at a status like you, or one of the biggest bands in the world, and I don't. As long as you make music and you fuck with what I do, I'm like, I get all clammy, shy and fucking weird for me. I mean, because you're never gonna catch me on a stage doing nothing.
yeah,
So it's like and I seen a video of you guys playing live, and I was like, holy shit, like that actually looks badass.
yeah, I know. I've been trying to see if there's a way I could do my own solo music live, but like having like a backing band and stuff, it's just hard to orchestrate. But the running on empty, especially playing live, that is we've been practicing. Well, we've off and on because school started and whatever.
Right,
But no, we sound good. We sound good. We have had some hiccups, especially in the band, but I'm not gonna get into it here.
right.
But no, yeah. Overall, though, like our sound is good, and I think once we kind of get our full um like sound and people together, I think we're gonna be really really good.
Oh yeah. That's another thing I wanted to say too, especially when it comes to your production quality. You're polishing off your product very well.
Thank
You're
you.
just better and better as you go. And I mean, I couldn't tell you the first thing about making a song, but like just listening to it, especially as I've periodically been listening to your music, I'm like, uh, wow, just holy shit! Like, and there was one. I did a little bit of a deep dive couple days ago because I haven't like totally dove into everything because like with your
Yeah.
music I try to keep up with what's new and what's frequent, and keep it
My
moving.
older my older stuff's pretty rough. I'll give you that.
Well, there was one I can't remember if it was called I don't know. introduction started off something about Romans or something and the middle finger, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my fucking god! I know exactly what you're talking. Fuck you. Fuck
I,
you off for Roman's Fall. Yeah.
I heard it.
Holy shit.
I was like, I was like, that is the fuck up. But then I was like, holy, this really. I was like, he'd probably say it's like the cheesiest fucking thing ever, but I was like, this is one of the greatest fucking things I've ever fucking.
Holy shit. That's yeah. The middle finger came back in the Roman era because archers were the most feared like troop, and in order to shoot a bow and arrow, they needed their middle finger. So like I said, if they're evading a fort and they lost the invasion and they retreat, they stick up their middle fingers, saying, "Haha! I still have my middle finger. I can still shoot like arrows at you."
I, I thought that was the greatest fucking thing ever, and I was like, is that accurate?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did my research beforehand.
That is awesome. I used to be a big history buff in school. I loved history class. Granted, I didn't want to go to class at all, but I was like, that is the fucking awesomest thing I've heard in a while.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
It was like, that is fucking awesome. I had to ask you about that. I just heard it that one time because it was cycling through, and I was like, I have never fucking heard this before.
Yeah.
And then I heard, I was like, that is fucking badass, though.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get somebody else to listen to it, though. They're looking at me like, you like this shit?
You like this shit?
No, I mean, that's the thing, too. Like, if I find something I really like, especially when it comes to a song or a band or something, I'll tell one of my brothers and sisters, hey, check this out. Or, look, check this out. And that was one of the responses I got. They were like, you actually like this? And I'm like, so what? I'm the asshole now? What the fuck? Yeah.
No, fuck it. I'm sorry, just Ashmouth in the comments. Keyboard smashing for the Google fact check. Yeah, 'cause I remember reading an article about it, and I thought it was funny, so I put it on one of my songs.
I really thought it was like well done, and it was really catchy though. And I'm like, just the way you did it too, it was like almost like an inner monologue. I was like, that is fucking funny as fuck.
I'm glad you like it. It's on the topic of like my older music, I've almost at times gone back and deleted a lot of it, just because like I don't know, because like sometimes I re-listen to it and go, wow, I really stand by this, and other times I go back and I'm like, I hate this so much.
Right. But I mean, I've noticed that with a lot of artists, like with Freak, for example. That was one thing he did last year. Like he did a few singles, and then he went to LA and then pulled everything, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like I thought that shit was fucking killer.
Yeah,
And he's like, nah, I'm just changing my style. I was like, I respect that though. I'm not a musician, so if you don't like it, pull it.
yeah,
But the one thing I will say is especially as you gather a following, it'll bring them something to come to that they've never heard.
yeah. I know. I kind of keep it just for the like the history. You can see how I slowly evolve.
But that was another thing that made me come to the realization. I was like, production wise, you know, he's come far from where he started, and I was like, I dig the sound, but I'm really intrigued how this next project's going to come out because I thought the one from last year, and then the um, I can't ever pronounce the one it had industrial garbage on it. I loved that track. That was
Oh,
the one at the end of
yeah.
last
Sequility of a Madman.
yeah. Uh,
That that album. Oh, don't get me started on that thing.
why?
So first of all, I'm sure you can ask Cage, but I like I started strong, and then my motivation for it just plummeted. And There's a lot of half-finished songs that I almost put on that album, but I didn't. So then I just put all the good songs on it, and it turned out to be just like seven, and I just released it. And I was like, I don't know. I felt like that album could have been way more than I actually was, but I just didn't have the patience to finish it.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I wrote anything on that one that I can remember. Because, like I said,
No, you didn't.
by the time I did the one for Prozac Dreams for Cage, um, I want to say I did one on Rome Has Fallen,
Yeah,
I believe.
you did.
I could.
You did two actually.
Did I?
Yeah, you did two. You did part one and part two.
Damn, I really.
Yeah.
Timers are catching up with me. I don't remember. That's why I got to go back and look because my memory is shit. Like I can, tell you a song and an artist all day, but like you ask me something I said 20 minutes ago, I'm gonna be like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, no, I'm the same fucking way. It's okay.
But no. And see, now that you say that, I still really like the project, but I feel like I like Rome Has Fallen more than the one you released at the end of last year.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I really rushed through that project, and there's a couple really high moments, but there's a lot of low moments, and it's like I almost kind of want to like almost take it down and then finish it and put it back up. But I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is, you
But
know?
uh, but even you saying that, I still thought it was a pretty solid project. I mean, me
Yeah.
from a fan perspective, I wouldn't have been like, oh, he half-assed this, rushed it, because I wouldn't be able to tell you
Yeah.
that because I wouldn't know. But I still thought it was a pretty solid project. But I did like Rome Has Fallen just a little bit more.
Yeah. It's interesting though, going back going back and re-listening to Rome Has Fallen, especially with like gambling, for instance, because I just released like a remastered version of it.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I haven't talked much about it because I don't know if I'm just like tone deaf or dumb. But I'm listening to it, and I'm just like, I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm just not catching it or something. Like, it sounded different, but I couldn't tell you what was different about it.
well, that's good. That was kind of the point. I just wanted to make the production better. I mean, I could tell you what I changed, but
Well, apparently there's some secret sauce in there that I did not notice myself.
mm. Did it sound better though?
Oh yeah,
See, that's exactly.
like I said, your production quality is getting a lot better. So when you
Yeah.
were like recut one of my older songs, I'm just like, hell yeah. I was just kind of curious at which one because I think when you first told me, you hadn't told me which one you were redoing. But
Yeah, I kind of just said I was, and I've thought about remastering a couple of the older ones as well, but I don't know, maybe it's just like a fun side project for like its anniversary or something,
right, yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
But I really enjoyed that album. So the same passion that I have towards this album I'm working on, I had towards that album, like that same drive.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah.
You always have a
But
drive when you're doing something, or once you lose that drive, you might as well stop because it's not going to come out the way you want it to.
yeah, that's how I felt with the Madman. Yeah, I lost that drive, and I kind of just kept going, and it was solid, but yeah,
Definitely, definitely. Um, I'm thinking.
he's thinking.
I'm thinking. That could be a problem. But I'm trying to think. Like I said, I can't remember nothing, so I can't remember what I talked with you about before I planned this or not. Like I said, there's no pre-planning to it because when I try to plan something, it never comes out the way I want it to.
Yeah,
Thinking.
this is how it goes.
How it goes for me. This concert season has been an absolute nightmare.
Oh.
I think. All right. We talked about foul matter. We talked about the older stuff. Jesus. Now I'm gonna let you take the floor.
All right. Uh, sure. Uh, hmm. I don't know. I don't even know where to begin, really. It's interesting. So a little while back, Cage talked about Project Montauk. Did you ever listen to that?
I don't think so.
It was um it was the first well, it wasn't the first EP, but it was the first project that I released like publicly that I made. It was 6 songs, and it's a fan favorite.
Hmm. Man, you're really on the spot. I'm making myself look like an ass. I don't think I did.
God, I released it like 3 years ago, something
Hmm.
like that.
Sounds like I need to do a little more homework.
It's it's good. I think it aged nicely, but it was just scream rap. It's pretty much what it was. And like
No,
there,
it's been
no,
music.
no,
I heard it.
yeah, none of the actual songs I like produced. It was all just like beats off of YouTube.
Hey, you always start somewhere.
Yeah. Jeez, how old is it? Yeah, look at that. 2 years. June 17th. No, 3 years. No, 2 years.
Ooh, you've been doing
Two
it for
years.
a minute, then.
Yeah. I mean, I started making music 4 years ago, like right before the pandemic. Uh, you
Yeah.
wanna know what my you wanna know what my first name was?
What?
I'm gonna regret saying this in public, but my first ever official name was I used to make like EDM music.
Right?
Beast Beast the Bloody Legend.
Beast the Bloody Legend.
Beast the Bloody Legend.
I got. I there. That is a question I got for you. What inspired you to pick the name you go under now, and also why the uh, symbol? I don't know what
Hmm.
it's called.
The Opus Slash.
Yes.
Yeah. So um like I said, the first name I had was Beast the Bloody Legend, and I mean obviously that sounds corny as shit. So I remember way back in middle school. Oh, is he gone? Oh, you there?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Back in middle school, we were talking about like the whatever it was like the five horsemen of death or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember. But I remember someone saying Memento Mori to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Memento Mori. Like, oh, remember death or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it's a cool ring to it, whatever. So I just put that down. That was my first name, all caps, Memento Mori. And wow, who would have guessed like 1,000 other people put their name in all caps, Memento Mori? I'm like, okay, well now I need to think of something more original. So it's like Mori. Okay, cool. So then I changed my name to just Mori, all caps.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever, whatever. But like, I was trying to think of a cool way to market it. And then I remember I was in science class, and I was sitting next to Cage actually, and I was like, what if I put like a slash through the O? And he's like, didn't 21 Pilots do that? And I'm like, maybe. And he's like, don't do that. That looks so corny. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna do that anyway. And then I did. And yeah, I just stuck ever since.
Shit. Now that you say that, though, maybe 21 Pilots did do some shit like that. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure they did at one point.
I know they got overhyped up and got popular quick when I was in high school.
I know I never really listened to him that much, so
But uh, uh, like I said, it's kind of just impromptu. I think I covered pretty much everything that I wanted to in a
yeah.
short time period. Well, that my phone's about to die.
Mm. I was gonna say you wanna I can play you some demos out of my shitty blown out speakers.
Well, if that's what you're gonna do, I don't know. I don't know how long you're gonna have me though.
Sure, I'll play some shitty demos out of my blown out speakers. Fuck it.
But as soon
And
as
I mean they are blown the fuck out, so
you just crank your shit up, don't you?
I really fucking do. Let's see here. Let's do this one.
Yeah, you blowing them the fuck.
I am blowing them the fuck out. Also, the vocals, ignore the vocals. The vocals are rough takes, alright? Oh no, I think we fucking lost him. No, not right when the shitty demos come. No. We lost him. No. No, we lost him. Right when the shitty demos come out, he left. He got scared. He didn't want to hear them. Oh shit. That's a shame. Well, I don't know if you guys want to hear the shitty demos or not. So, uh, I never realized how fucking blown up my speakers are until I started. Until this moment. It sounds like shit. Oh my god. It is what it is. I'm gonna see if I can invite him back. If not, I'm going to end this live stream. Let's see. He said his phone was gonna die, so I'll send him an invite. See if he can come back. If not, I'll just call it there. But feel free to ask questions in the comments if you want. I will more than happy to answer them. Oh shit. So while we're here, I'm gonna change some stuff because that's what I wanted to do before this. Change the base here. Oh, oh no! I think he's gone. Damn it, dude. That is. Oh wait, maybe he's here. Maybe he's not. Oh no! Cage, no! I forgot about that. No, that. Jesus Christ, dude. That was like 3 years ago. There we go. Oh, and then he left. I think his phone's dying or something. White. Sounds overdue. God, white privilege freestyle. Uh, uh, I forgot about that. That was funny. I'm just changing some stuff up in this recording because I am waiting for him to come back. Hopefully to come back. You want to hear? You want to hear white privilege freestyle?
Oh,
Is that you back? You alive? You well?
I guess.
Welcome back. Cage was just talking about a funny little thing we made many moons ago.
Something about a white privilege freestyle or something.
Yeah, white privilege freestyle.
That aged well.
Oh, it aged beautifully, like fine wine. Okay, I just wanted to change the bass tone on that and whatnot. Okay, welcome back.
Into
Like,
like the third or fourth time.
yeah, something like that. You said it was your phone dying?
Oh yeah, it died. It overheated. Everything it's doing is not what I want it to do, but it's going to do it because it's my phone. Oh
Picks the worst time.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you something actually. So, burning away. Were you yay or nay about burning away?
Burning away.
Yeah.
That was the one with the black and white cover on it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I that one was good. I was kind
Yeah.
of intrigued about the cover.
You said you're kind of worried about what?
No, I was kind of intrigued about the cover.
Yeah. It's, I think it's pineapple juice, Corona, Baja Blast, and then vodka, all in a line. I thought it was funny, so I took a picture of it and made it the cover.
There you go. No, that one was good. But why do you ask?
I was just curious because that's probably like the most non-heavy song I've ever made. It was like the most singy song I've made.
No, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one as well. But I'm really looking forward to this album. I'm so excited. I've been working on it like a lot. Um, Probably even before Madman. I've been working on it. Like I've been brainstorming for it for like at least half a year. So
So so you had your hands more and more than one project when you was making the record at the end of the year.
yes, actually, I had my hand in three actually. I was making a rap album. I was making Security of a Madman, and then I was just starting Foul Matter, but it wasn't called Foul Matter at the time. It was kind of just like non-named project that was different, and there was a lot of songs that were supposed to go on Madman that didn't, that now I put on this album. So
So there's going to be some tracks on this new one that's going to kind of line up with what you put out last year in a way.
yeah, pretty much that. Or I re-recorded the main melodies and riffs in the style of this new album. So there's
Those
only
are definitely thing to
yeah,
hear.
yeah. I think the only one that really stands out is "Know Me, Stop Me," and maybe "Never Works." That's about it.
I think I think those are the two demos you sent me. I think.
I sent you Bleeding Son and Never Works. Bleeding Son I completely re-recorded. It sounds nothing at all like what I sent you. So
I don't got to do anything with that video now.
huh?
I don't got to do anything with that video now. Like
No,
it
you
just
don't. It sounds completely different. It's I didn't like the style of it. I didn't like the pacing of it, so I just re-recorded it.
Yeah, I did listen to both of them, and I was kind of like, I, it really wouldn't be a leak because they're in the works. So I was like, well, so I put the one out, listened to it, kind of reviewed it, and I'm like, and then I was like, well, do the same thing with the other one, and I was just kind of waiting around, and I was like, well, maybe I'll come up with something that I never could.
Yeah, I can play. This is the intro to it out of my blown out shitty speakers. It just sounds like mud, especially through these speakers. But like I said, I gotta mix it, master it, all that crap. But no, it's the same guitar part that I've played before that I know you and Cage both like, and
Oh, that's
yeah,
the No Name song.
yeah, that's the No Name song. That's the Smash or whatever I called it, the project title.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that one. It sounded really good on live.
Yeah,
I know.
it definitely does. You wanna hear the huge breakdown on it?
Sure.
All right. So I obviously I'm gonna re-record. I'm gonna re-record the vocals. Re-record the bass line. I'm probably gonna make that more wider than it actually is. But I do go into some like more metal breakdowns, if you will, especially on this one. But yeah, like I said, the speakers are pretty much mud. They make everything sound like mud. So, especially through like good speakers and car. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's been gone. He's been long gone. Look at that. He is out of here and gone. I'll continue what I was saying though. It sounds like mud through these shitty speakers, but and like actual decent speakers, it sounds really fucking good. So shit. He's gone again. Once again, internet strikes. You folks got any questions? Anything you want to talk about? Anything at all? Feel free to ask. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna see if he can come back, join back again. I was trying to think here. Trying to think. Should put something on. I'll put on. That's a good one. I'll just put on Never Works. It's my personal favorites as of now. A lot of people don't like it. It's like a lot of people don't like the demos of it, but I think it's really catchy. Again, shitty speakers, so You're good, man. You're good. Yeah, I'll send you an invite. Wayne, we are back. I was just playing one of my demos as we waited.
Oh, no, that's all right. I don't know what it is. It's got to be this weather. My phone has never overheated until today.
Until today. Today of all days was like, we're overheating.
No, and I mean that's the thing. I started my life spot on, 5 o'clock. It's very punctual, very professional, and then my phone has just took a shit ever since.
It's okay. I don't care that much. Yeah. Uh, Bleeding Sun, the gnome name one. Like I said, it sounds like mud coming through these speakers, but once I get everything balanced out and whatnot, that's gonna be one
Speakers
hell of a track.
now we could, really, experience what you were playing. But I mean, it sounded really good. It sounds like you're approaching a more, I don't know how to say it, like you're like a screaming type. At least that's what it sounded like to me. From
Yeah, I was especially on Foul Matter, which is like I said, gonna be the self-titled whatever. Instead of growling, which I used to do, like I used to do like more of a growly metal scream. Now I'm trying to pitch up more, almost like hardcore kind of.
right
But,
on. Oh,
but yeah, I've been doing a little bit of that. I made this one song, and I don't know if it's gonna go on the album or not. It's called Winter Air. It's my dad called it like Nirvana unplugged almost because it's just really like acoustic. But
have you put out an acoustic track before?
yes, I have. I mean, I did a cover of 1,000, and I did like an acoustic a cover of it. But
That yes, that's. I
yeah,
thought you did. I thought you did put out an acoustic
yeah.
one, but
So
I, I do
this is
remember.
yeah, this is. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not, but you get the idea. Or do you no longer hold me, crushing my soul? And now I am a burden, oh, please love me so. I feel like there's some distance between you and me. I miss the memory of you. Breathing in the winter air. I'm breathing in the winter air. I'm breathing in the winter air. I'm breathing in the winter air. Yeah, and then there's a little bit more to it. I wrote a little bit more stuff, and I think I'm gonna add like some strings. I'm gonna put like a bass line in there. I'm gonna put some piano and stuff. But you know, it's
I can definitely hear. But there's definitely a hook to it. I can tell. So
yeah,
once
yeah,
you really, put your magic touch on it, you may be working with something that'll, pop off.
yeah. But I definitely wanted to be more of a raw track than like
Right.
overproduced. Like I don't know.
No,
I like that.
one thing I will say, you really capitalize off that too,
Yeah.
which
Uh,
is something a lot of people, nobody, nobody that I listen to besides you really capitalize off of. They really, you polish it off till you can't polish it anymore.
yeah. I I just I wanna put the most solid music out there. I know Cage has flamed me a couple times because I put very unfinished tracks, especially like way, way, way back when I just started. I used to just put half finished songs out there, and he's like, dude, you gotta polish it off clean. So I've been really making sure to do that, especially on this project.
You
Oh,
you can you can definitely tell from the first project that I talked about last year to, like you said, the one you said it kind of came out, a little half cocked, but
yeah,
it's still production wise, it was a little more polished off than Rome Has Fallen, and then the few that you've put out so far this year, it's just getting better and better.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you're
I've been
you're
trying
still
to.
at a sound that you have.
Yeah,
What was you
I
gonna say?
I was gonna talk about a just I feel like I've been talking a lot about my solo stuff, which I mean that's why we're here. But I'll play you something for from me and Cage.
Okay.
So you get the idea. I mean, there's demo vocals on it and whatnot later on, but you
Right.
kind of get the you kind of get the idea. So drastically different from what I've been doing, you know.
Definitely. Definitely.
And down to strike
Well,
myself with masturbation, kill yourself with no mistake, and burn your all your one protection, what will I say, keep me with, those of you for it, Jesus, you never see, everyone is always evil, you know, that's kind of the demo vocals. He's been recording a lot. And
used to from him too.
what was
I
that?
said that's a little different from what I'm used to from him too.
Yeah, we've been definitely, like I said, we've expanded our horizons a lot. I know. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely a lot of alt rock, punk, whatever elements in this new album, but we're also expanding into like more lighter, more I guess you could say like upbeat vibes, if you will.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
I definitely uh, get the vibe for sure. Yes.
yeah. Like here, I'll play you another one here. This one's kind of like very, very, very in the early stages. I don't know if we're gonna do anything with it or if he's gonna do anything with it, but this is like more of a you'll hear. You know, so again, a little different from what I just first played. So yeah, like I said, we were definitely e- expanding a
Yeah,
lot.
you guys are expanding your horizon um, vastly, but I can definitely see the switch up, and you guys keep your sound and what you guys are putting out fresh and different. You're not
Yeah.
sticking to one lane like a lot of artists do.
No, we both don't want to do that. We do not like staying in the same lane. It's no
Right.
fun. Yeah. But I'm excited. I don't think you've heard the Foul Matter, the song like yet, and you're not gonna womp womp. It's that's the one song I'll sneak all the songs, demos, and whatever. But that's the one song. It's the self-titled, so it's the big one, you know. But
Nobody's gonna hear it till it's time.
what was that?
I said nobody's gonna hear it till it's time. I respect that.
Yeah, I have played the riff a couple times on live, but it's with all the production. I personally think it might be one of my best songs I've made. Um, I'm hitting an issue where the backing track is so good that I don't know how to put my vocals onto it because I feel like no matter how I add my vocals to it, it just sounds worse. If that makes sense?
So you like how the backing track came out. You don't know how to add the finishing. You feel like you're ruining a good product because you don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I mean, I've even like Cage has helped me work on my vocals and stuff for it, and it's like it's good. It's getting there. It's gonna be a long process until it's done, but I want it damn near perfect, you know?
Yeah. I can tell you definitely are a perfectionist when it comes to what you put out.
Yeah.
I respect that
I, re-
too.
you really want to make sure it's good.
Well, you wouldn't want. That's another thing. A lot of artists that I listen to on here, they really say they're like, you don't want to put out every song you make because not every song is, the way you want it to be, or you might change it, or vice
Yeah.
versa. They don't drop everything they make. They're like drop what you like, what you'd listen to. Go with your gut. Pretty much is how I seen.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of artists that'll be like, oh, put everything out you make, and it's like,
It's
it's
just
gonna be a
not
lot.
good.
Well, I
Yeah.
seen it. You sent me a screen recording, and I mean, you got a stockpile of music, and I'm just thinking like,
Oh yeah.
holy shit, that's
Oh
probably
yeah.
probably more than he's got released right now, and he's gonna
Yeah, no, I think it's like almost like 500, something like that. And a lot of them are just like the most rawest of riffs ever. It's just me plucking around. But other like I think I've showed you a couple times. It's like they're full finished songs scrapped.
yeah, you have showed me a couple,
Yeah,
but the best person to judge somebody's art is the person that's making it themselves.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So I think so I was gonna release an album. And I scrapped the album. I think I told you about that. I scrapped an album. It was called Morius, and I it was good. But like at the same time, I felt like it was stuff that I've done already, and it didn't feel authentic or new, and I scrapped the whole thing. I took all the riffs and melodies that I liked and put it into this new project, and I think I've had way better success with this new one than I did the old one. But
I can definitely sense your passion for this project, so it makes me even more excited
yeah,
for it.
yeah, it was interesting though. I don't know if you remember this, but I was promoting this one single, and it was going to be off this album that I scrapped. It's called 17. I promoted it and then I didn't release it. I did not drop it, but
I
yeah,
I could have, but like I said, I try to cycle the artists in and out, and the way that I do it is, the more interaction I get, I lean towards those artists more.
Makes sense.
Because I mean, some people, I'll just say, some of them are just straight dickheads. You know.
Yes, no, 100%. I've especially like when you're trying to get shows and like, hey, your music sounds good. We have the same style roughly. Let's do a show. Fuck you. Oh, okay. All right then. Okay. Nice talking to you, I guess.
Is it hard for you guys to get
Yes.
shows?
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Not so much Wrong on Empty, but me. Fuck yeah, dude. I've, uh, I haven't had a solo show yet, like at an actual venue. I've done backyard shows. I've done shows with Cage as Running on Empty. But for my own solo stuff, I've not done a show yet.
It sounds like you're a hard seller. You're just not finding the right buyer.
Something like that. I don't know. That's the biggest issue is like, okay, well, do you have a band? And I'm like, no. And they're like, so you're just gonna do your backing tracks? Like, yeah, it's 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 hard.
So, so around where you're at, they lean more towards like a full group than they would like one guy.
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
Different because around here, like especially at these like bar gigs that you see around here and everything, you know, there may be somebody with like a backup singer or something, but usually it's one guy, one guitar, and he is shit faced covering God knows what.
nope,
Time
not here.
paid.
I've had like at least like 7 shows where I was gonna do, and then at last moment they're like, okay, so like what's your like who's your band? And I'm like, oh, I don't have a band. It's just me. And they're like, nope, adios. So
that is that actually surprises me. It really does.
yeah, it is what it is. I take what I can get.
Right?
Yeah. Uh, oh, do you wanna hear this the scrapped album, kind of what the direction it was gonna go in?
Sure.
All right. I'll play you that the one that I was gonna release, but I scrapped last second. Right here, I switch it up. It's weird. Just listen.
Definitely a switch up for sure. But
Hold on. And then, actually, in that part, here's the more finished version. Hold on. This is where I put vocals on it. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he fucking shitted it out again. No. No. Shit it out once again. Boo. He'll probably come back. And after that, probably like at 6:30, I'm gonna get off. Probably. Ugh. What's winter air about? A little bit of everything. I was thinking like kind of just like I used to go to this like underneath a bridge for like where I used to think, and I just remembered being behind there, breathing in the winter air, just thinking about like just all my emotions and shit like that. And I don't know, I was just kind of reflecting on a lot of the stuff, and I was just wrote about that pretty much, like reflection. Like winter air is about reflection, of oneself. So that's pretty much that. That's what that was.
On.
He's back again. Hello, hello.
I'm I'm telling you, man, this weather around here is just I don't know if he's crazier, me or the other.
Yeah, let's say I'm just gonna show you a couple more of the unreleased stuff, and then you can call it there if you want. But like I said, with that unreleased album, it was gonna be a lot more industrial, a lot more, I guess, rapping, if you will. So
What are you doing right now?
I'm just plucking around as I waited for you.
Walking around.
Plucking around, yeah. So yeah, what's a um? Oh yeah, something I wanted to talk about, which I thought was interesting, is like my how I take songs that I don't like and then remake them. So like this was I never this was never worked. This was like that was like the first. Yeah, the same chords and whatnot, and I switch it over to another song. I do that a lot. A lot of my songs have been remade like 4 times at least.
So what I'm hearing, you reuse and recycle older projects, but also from what I've been hearing, you have a little trouble putting your vocals on tracks, or is it just is it what kind of tracks do you have trouble putting your vocals on? Like more like singing tracks, or
Yeah, definitely singing tracks. So I'm really good at making tracks for people to sing on, but I'm not good at singing, period. And it's like, wow, trial and error, I can get it right. It's just not something I can naturally do well. But once I get it, it's good, you know. But I don't know. It's just it's definitely singing. It's definitely singing. I'm good at rapping. I'm good at screaming. I'm good at yelling. It's just singing, holding a pitch, hitting a pitch. I can't do too
That
well.
that's what another artist I've been posting a lot does. He doesn't really sing. He can rap. He can kind of scream and do a little bit of this, but he don't sing much. But I think some of his best work that he's put out this year is singing tracks, which he doesn't have a lot of confidence in. I've noticed.
Yeah, I got some confidence. Like again, I just have to like just trial and error, trial and error. I can once I make a track, and if it's like screaming, yelling, or whatever, I can bust it out in like 20 minutes. Singing, it's like a 4 hour process.
20 minutes? You can bust out a song in 20 minutes?
Yeah, I can bust out a song in 20 minutes. Well, the backing tracks and stuff, not really, but vocals, yeah. I know what I want. I know the rhythm I want it, and I can hit it like once or twice, and that's about it.
Wow.
Like a lot of Roma's Fallen is were one takes.
That takes some talent right there.
Yeah, I I write my bars, I record it in one sitting, I edit it, make sure everything's like. There's always just some delay, so I always have to like scoot it over just like a hair, and then everything's aligned. But yeah, no, I can hit it in one take most times.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you wanna hear me rap?
Sure.
Like okay, so I made this as a I made this beat a little bit ago, but this is me. This is me experimenting with rapping, like actual straight rapping. So it's funny. I've gotten mixed reviews about this, so let me know. I made this beat all by myself and shit. So then yeah, that was pretty much it. That was all the bars I put on it. But yeah,
So from what I'm getting out of it, I need to do a deep dive and just check out whatever you got out.
yeah. Well, I didn't release this one, but I have like 5 songs of me rapping in that style, and I thought for shits and giggles, after I did this album, I was just gonna release like a mixtape just for shits and giggles.
That would be, like I said, one of these days you might put something out that you won't think catch on, and it might.
Yeah. But I got a lot of stupid shit
I,
that
I'm,
I
I mean, I've seen some dumb shit catch on TikTok and shit, man. I mean, there
oh
is
yeah,
shit
a
people
lot
do.
of dumb shit. There's he was leaning a Marcos cup. He's so stupid. Oh yeah, I fuck with the beat though. Just fuck it. It's just groovy as shit. And then I do that stupid rap.
Bean, I'll give it to you.
and here's my just high as fuck making a. It's so stupid.
The fact that you can laugh about it just shows you had a good time making it.
Yeah. It goes fucking hard. It does. It's just
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Well, like
But
I
I mean,
one that I heard a couple days ago. I never heard it, and I was like, "That is the goofiest fucking thing I ever heard." But I was like, "That it makes it so much better."
yeah. I like sometimes I like to make sure music isn't too serious. You gotta have fun with it, you know. If it's
Right.
always serious, then it's not fun.
Right. That's anything I'm on about.
Yeah, that's really man. There's so much shit. It's crazy because yeah, like there's so many scrapped songs, scrapped albums, ideas even. Like even like on the first like Project Montauk, I've got like at least 4 songs I scrapped off that album, and that was like the first one I ever did.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm gonna have to do some homework on. That one's the one you put out, right?
Yeah, that was the first EP I ever made.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one. I definitely will do a deep dive on that one tonight.
Yeah, so it's good. It's again, I think it aged well. You can definitely see like where I get my like my style from is it's definitely it started there and I just expand upon it. The like I said, the only issue though is I use other people's beats, which I credit them. Don't get me wrong, I credit them, but it's just like yeah, going back, I wish I would have made my own beats, but I didn't really know how to at the time. So
You make your own beats now, though, right?
yeah, everything you hear is self-produced. Like yeah, everything, all of
So
it.
you do you really take the DIY approach with your music.
Yeah, I especially Rome Has Fallen was the first album I self-produced 100%. Everything up until that point was other people's stuff I've had made for me. So
Right. Yeah, that was one of my favorite. I always call them records, or it was a full project, but that was really one of my favorites from last year. And I had never heard of you until I found out uh, your your stuff through Cage,
yeah,
through the stuff that I was writing on Cage's stuff, and then you popped up, and I was like, his buddy's pretty good. We'll have to check him out. And I really ran with your stuff. But I mean,
yeah,
but the one thing I will say is you, nothing against him, you've consistently been dropping quite a bit of content. So
yeah. I'll tell you what though, this my personal album is gonna be way smaller than Running on Empty's album. Running on Empty, we're looking at like 14 songs roughly.
Jesus.
Yeah, like an hour, more than an hour, less than an hour. So for me, it's about 10 songs, 40 minutes. That's roughly what I'm shooting for.
Well, there's an exclusive right there. You both groups have full length projects in the works. I love
Yeah,
to hear that because I really liked Prozac Dreams, and then he did Night Visions this year, and I was kind of on the fence with it at first because I was like the whole name change and everything just kind of threw me off. I'm like, what's? I'm just thinking to myself like, what's really going on?
Night Visions. That was so we're thinking about maybe doing another EP for the album. Because Night Visions, that's an EP off the album. So we're thinking of doing
Well,
another.
on the album.
What was that?
So the whole EP, or for the most part, is going to be on the
Yeah,
album itself.
yeah. Mostly. There might be some changes here and there, but like I said, nothing's set in stone. But we have talked about doing another EP off the album and then doing the full album. But like I said, I mentioned earlier, we're having a little hiccups with the band right now, but we're still writing and recording and whatnot. So,
Right.
but yeah,
Um, uh, with writing on Empty, you guys are running like a full group now, not just the two of you, correct?
yeah, it's a full group. Yeah, it's like I said, the drummer has been an issue, but that's about it. Yeah, we've had to replace drummers, and like I said, like half of us is in college, half of us is in high school, so it's like a nightmare with scheduling. So,
Is
but yeah,
there I got a curious question. Is there like you guys said, you said you're having trouble keeping a drummer, so are there is the band present in the recording process, or is that mainly just you and Cage?
uh, eh, probably like more like now. It's just me and Cage, but over the summer it was a full band effort.
So there's
So.
going to be some stuff on the album that there that somebody may be on one track, but as the album was worked on, there's might be tracks they're not on at all because somebody else took over the album.
Yeah, I know there's songs I've written for that album. There's a lot of songs that Cage have written for that album. Our keyboardist has definitely helped with both songs, and some of the over the summer, some of the tracks have live drums. Some of them don't have like electronic drums. So yeah, there's a lot. We've all contributed to it. So
That's one thing I want to ask. I've noticed that I follow a lot of musicians, who produce their own things, or they are in bands or what have you. Do you prefer live drums or doing it on the computer?
uh, live drums all the way. Live drums will
Yeah,
trump
me too.
electronic drums any day of the week, especially live. Like recording, you can get away with it, but
I'm
live,
assuming it helps in a pinch, though, if need be.
yeah, like we did it. We actually did a show with electronic drums, and it worked, and we
That's an
sounded
interesting,
good.
interesting choice, to say the least.
Well, because we didn't have a drummer at the time. The drummer was out of town or whatever, and it was a last minute thing, and we made it work, and we sounded good. But like you gotta when we perform, we prefer live drums. It's the
Right.
bottom line.
Now I got another one too. There's some groups that I've seen that they blew up within the last couple of years, but like I've been to shows where they don't have a bassist. Like there's no bassist whatsoever.
What?
Yeah, like
What?
like when I went and seen it was Youngblood. When Youngblood first started, he had no bass player, like none. He does
Really?
now.
I
I
was
swear.
gonna say, oh,
And
that's like the most
then,
important part is the bass.
and then there's a band that I listen to. They're from the UK. They're called the Hara. They don't have a bass player at all.
Is it like 808s or what?
I have no idea. But they don't. They may have somebody play bass on their record, but like live shows, they have no bassist whatsoever.
That's horrible. That's bad. Boo. No, you need the bass. The bass is very important. Bass is like, oh, that's horrible.
But yeah, when I first seen Youngblood, which it was interesting because he was opening for Shinedown of all bands. I'm almost positive he had no fucking bass player whatsoever.
That's weird. That's gross. As a bassist, I don't condone that. Do not play live without a bass. That's period.
But I was just wondering if you knew any groups that did that, because I knew there was a couple where I was like, they don't have a bass player at all. Like, what the fuck?
The only one I can think off the top of my head is when I was in California for Deftones and System of a Down. Um, Vowels. You know who Vowels are?
No.
No, there's some just niche band. But yeah, they instead of a bass like an actual bass, they did 808s, which was all right, but
How was that show, by the way?
fucking awesome. The only issue is though, Deftones kind of they cut their set short, and they you could tell that they're kind of just there for like their hit songs, you know. Like
Right.
they like Chino walked on stage and just started playing "Be Quiet and Drive." Like that was the first thing they opened up with.
Jumped out
Like
with a
no,
pick right off the gate.
yeah, like no intro, no nothing. He just walked on stage and started playing. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this now, you know.
Who was the headliner? System, or was it Deftones?
System of a Down,
Who
yeah.
were they?
You said who are they?
No, how were they?
Oh, how? I thought I was like, who? Okay, no, how are they? They're awesome. They're fucking awesome.
Like,
They were amazing.
yeah, I know they don't tour much anymore. I mean, there's been a couple where, I'm still trying to piece the tail end of my concert season together, and I'm like, it's kind of simmering out now, because I mean, like, that's the funny thing. Like, the tours will come around here, but it's like, it's hit and miss every year. Like, maybe this band will play, they might not fucking play at all.
Yeah. No, they only do like festivals nowadays. I know Serge has done his own solo projects a little bit, but that's about it. Um, oh, speaking of shows and tours, I don't know if I told you this or not. You know, Freak,
Yeah, yeah.
he's coming like basically right where I live, like really close.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go to a show and see if I can talk to him in person.
that's the one he's doing with Boris Johnson, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the closest one I'm trying to. That's one of them I'm trying to piece together, but like it's like 2.5, 3 hours for me, and fucking, I'm one of those people where like I got a license, I don't like to drive it. It psychs me out. I hate it. I hate it.
yeah, same here. I do not like driving, hate driving. If I can avoid it, I will. But
I
yeah,
will too. Horrible.
the closest one to me is Columbus, so I'm gonna try to go to that.
But yeah, I definitely would love to see him, man. I mean, I can just see from the videos, his energy is there, and I mean, you don't see too many people doing that stuff. And the thing is he transitioned from New York to LA, and now he's just kind of like, boom, like running at it. I love it, man.
Yeah, yeah, he got signed a little bit ago, and he's been like working on a full studio
I,
album.
I didn't know all that.
Yeah, because I asked him to either work on a project or if he needs like openers or anything, and he says that like he'll if he ever tours that he'll keep me in mind, but it's gonna be the studio, you know, or the label, whoever he's signed to.
Right, right.
But no, he's super nice. Like we've talked in DMs a little bit.
Yeah, man. He's gnarly. I mean, from when he first started to now, I really like the way he's approaching.
Yeah, yeah. Tell you what, I'm so excited. I'm excited for that show. I hope I make a good impression in person. You know.
Right, right. I'm sure you will.
Yeah. Yeah. I think our music aligns a little bit. So
Oh, oh
you
yeah.
know, if he ever goes on a big tour, I hope I'm right there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
But
All right.
I yeah. Honestly, I really don't got any more questions for you, man.
Nothing. Not a single thing.
Not unless I'm forgetting something.
All right. I'll call it there then as well.
Am I
Well, I
forgetting?
just want to. I don't think you're forgetting nothing.
I mean, we talked about the old stuff. I told you I'm gonna do a little deep dive, which I definitely am, because I mean, shit, I ain't got nothing going else on the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Uh, to try to make the best impression I could, but this god awful phone just kind of.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
But no, I'm super stoked for Foul Matter. I'm really stoked to hear eventually whatever you and Kate are up to, and I'm still gonna stick around and stick it out with the both of yous and see what's to come. But I really had
Yeah.
a time talking to you, and I hope you did too.
Yeah, same here. Thanks so much for, I guess, hosting this, if you will. I really enjoyed it. I was really looking forward to this. I was telling all my friends about it.
But
But did you crash out during the final remarks? Ah, look at that! You crashed out during the final remarks. Oh shit, that's funny as hell. Uh, look at that. Buddy crashed out during the final remarks. Yo, what's up? You got here right as we're about to leave. We were about to say our final regards, and he kind of crashed on us. So I guess if anyone has any questions, anything they want to say it now. Any questions about the new album, me and Cage's stuff, anything at all? Speak now before I log off. Anyone? No one. Going once, going twice. No, I'm hearing. I'm seeing a no. You ever think about using a Sega Genesis type beat? Shit, honestly, I have a couple times. I've tried to experiment with it, especially like early on, and I like those types of beats, but I could never get the flow right. Sega Genesis type beat. It's funny as hell. All right, with that, I am out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the Noise Asylum for hosting this, even though he's glitching out. It is what it is. But yeah, no, Foul Matter new album coming out soon. Ooh, I gotta finish it up, polish it up, and it's gonna be a fucking banger. So thank you all for being fans of me. Thank you all for supporting me and the Noise Asylum because he's fucking awesome. Follow him, please. All right, he puts out really good quality stuff, good reviews, and good discussion. So yeah, but I'll see you guys later.